now is I teach ceramics, which is Arts 2346. Well, 6 years at TJC and about 20 years completely. Not just an art teacher anymore this semester. I'm also the director of the honors program, which I think I'm doing pretty good at that job. I haven't gotten a lot of negative feedback yet in any case. So we'll see. I don't know exactly what my future is here. I hope that I don't have to give up teaching art, because that's kind
your
of
passion.
that's what I have to do, I think, to ground myself, to be me.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how much art I get to teach in the future. I don't know that I can answer it specifically. I think the best response to that is to tell you what most often people say to me, is that they've always wanted to try it. So typically, I get two kinds of students. I get someone who's tried it once already and has told their friend to try it, and the friend comes and takes the class. Or I get someone who says, I have worked so hard, I've gotten all of my basics done, and I've always wanted to try this. I think you would agree, if you start writing, there's a lot about writing that's revealed in the process of writing, and so one thing tends to lead to another. And so I don't think I'm always necessarily inspired to make things, but I do it because I like it and it's familiar, I think, and then it starts to take off. I don't know if that really practical about the media, and I don't always think I'm gonna make a pot that's going in the Smithsonian or something. Sometimes I just want to make a nice mug. As a teacher and an artist and someone who was encouraged to follow their passions, I think all you can do is give them the greatest amount of confidence in their own creativity, and then they have to decide to do it. So, if I get the sort of literal questions about what can I do to make money, my answer is pretty standard, in that the world is filled with people who are not very creative, and they need creative people to help them solve problems. And I believe that's true anywhere. Um, so I think in order to follow your creative passions, I do think you have to be sort of realistic, but I think you have to give way to fantasy and hope and things that are sort of, poetic
Surreal.
and romantic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think you have to have sort of a mix. Like a really common awareness of your own ability, and what you're capable of, but also, sort of also that kind of dreamy quality, that makes you believe that telling stories is possible for a living, or making things is possible. So I think I try to show people what their own brains are capable of, and then hopefully they're just like, oh my God, I did not know I could do that. And that's enough to set them on a path. At least maybe they won't become a great artist or any kind of artist, but they're at least aware that they have that capacity, and I think that will make them a better person.